Hey guys, I'm Harold Rushton from US Field Target. I'm a field target shooter, and I've shot on Team USA multiple times in the past. I've shot field target for about 15 years, and I've shot on a local, regional, national, and world competitive level. And so today I'm going to impart to you a few tips that I think will help you be a better field target shooter. These are things that have helped me over the years, and these are things that I think have always helped me to shoot better and to attain higher scores at big matches. So stay tuned. I hope these things help. Buy the best gear that you can afford when you get started. You may be tempted to buy a cheap air rifle and a cheap scope, but that's not really going to help you to be a great field target shooter. Now, if you can't afford a really expensive rig, that's okay. Start where you can. Now, moving forward from that, I think the scope may be even more important than the rifle. Some people may think I'm crazy for saying that, but the scope is a very, very integral part of your gear when it comes to field target shooting. There's a lot of rifles out there. Most of the modern rifles will shoot really well. Some are superb, some are custom made, some are custom made to fit you. So, you know, those things are great. But when it comes down to it, the optics is what helps you to be able to range find and to be able to repeat over and over and over what you're doing. And repeatability in field target is very, very important. If you end up with a scope that's cheap, that shifts and changes from one day to the next or in heat and cool temperatures, then you're going to be frustrated. You can have the best rifle made, but if you got a cheap scope that ends up shifting a lot, you're going to be very frustrated and your scores aren't going to be great. So look at your scope very carefully when you go to buy one of those, and buy the best quality equipment that you can buy when you get started. That'll save you money down the road and it'll make you a better field target shooter. Ergonomics of your equipment, the way your equipment fits you, is a very, very important part of the key to being a great field target shooter. Your rifle has to fit you like a glove. Your scope needs to be set up properly and fit you, so to speak, like a glove as well. So your eye relief has to be proper, your length of pull has to be proper on the rifle has to be comfortable when you're shooting. Now this can be a tricky bit to work out, because when you're dealing with setting up a rifle, as we need to in field target to shoot 3 different positions, you have to consider that one of those positions is seated, one of those positions is kneeling, and the other position, of course, is the standing position. Now, it's sometimes hard to get a rifle set up to fit you perfectly for standing and the seated position, so this is something you're going to have to work out. If you buy a rifle that's custom, like a Thomas rifle, that rifle is set up for field target. I mean, it can be set up ergonomically to fit just about anybody, and it's fantastic. Air Arms has some fantastic rifles now. They have a field target version out there that'll fit you really, really well. You can actually work it out to where things fit you just like a glove. Same thing with many other rifles, but work on the ergonomics of your kit. Make sure that your kit fits you correctly, and I think that'll make you a better field target shooter. This is one that I think is the single most important tip for you to make you a better field target shooter, to make you a successful field target shooter, and to help you win matches. And I'm not talking about just your local matches. I'm talking about regional, national, even getting up to the world level of placing high there. when I was shooting really well and scoring really well and winning a lot of matches, one of the main things that I did was every time there was a local match set up, I would go to it. So if my buddies had a match within an hour and a half, 2 hours of home, I planned to go to that match and shoot it. Now, even though those matches mostly consisted of guys I shot with pretty much every week, and they were my buddies, it still helps. There's a huge difference in practicing in your backyard and then going out and shooting a match. When you're under competition pressure, you learn how to compete. When you're under competition pressure, you'll do things that you wouldn't normally do at your home, and it makes you more tense. It makes you think differently in the way that you operate. But when you're doing that and you're going to those local matches and you're shooting every weekend, then that'll help greatly. But every local match you can go to, go and shoot the match and see how you do. And the more you do that, the better you'll get. And I think that overall is the best tip I can give you for becoming a great field target shooter, is to shoot all the matches you can every chance you get. Good luck to you with field target, and I hope that these tips help you.